Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little ghost out of clay, and he's really easy to make and super adorable. So let's get started. Let's start with the white to make the head, getting a piece off, and I'm going to warm it up and roll it into a ball for our head. Roll our ball until it's circular. So that's the size of my ball, and I'm going to make one side conal. Just roll it out till it's nice and sharp. I like that. And we're going to pinch it and make it hook. So that's what it should look like. And for the rest of the face, we want it to be pretty round. So kind of roll it to get our fingerprint off of there, but make sure we still have our little loop or hook for our head. So this is what yours should look like. It kind of looks like a little teardrop with a little hook, more round than oval. And set it aside. Let's make the eyes, and we'll start with the caramel, and you can make your eye whatever color you want. Just take a tiny piece, roll it into a ball, and I'm going to cut it in half for our two eyes. So there are my eyes, and let's just flatten it out with our tool into little circles. And we want it proportional to our head. So that's about how big my eyes are. Take a little piece of black, roll it into your finger. Take two pieces, and this is for the inside of our eye. Roll the tiny pieces of black for our ball, making sure it's about the same size. So that's how big mine is. And once again, we'll just flatten it with our tool for the inside of our eye. So we'll just lay it and flatten it on our brown. Repeat for the other one. There are our eyes so far. Now take a tiny, tiny piece of white for the little white specks. Roll the tiny piece on our finger and just put it on our black. Repeat for the other one. Make sure it's a tiny, tiny little ball, and just add it to the black of our eye. So there are my eyes, and let's just attach it to our face. And don't press it down until you're sure that's a spot you want your eye onto your head. Take a tiny piece of black and we're going to roll it into a ball and then roll it out into a snake. We're going to make the mouth, and it's going to be very, very thin. Cut up the end piece, get it onto your tool, and we're going to attach it onto our face between our eyes. Make sure it's centered and press it down a tiny bit to attach it. So there's our ghost head so far, and let's make the body. And taking your white, rolling it into a ball, and we need some for the arms, so let's take a piece off. Roll the rest into a ball. Keep rolling your ball till it's nice and smooth and circular. So this is about the size of my ball, and I'm going to roll one side out so it's conal to create the tail for our ghost. And with our finger, we're going to once again shape it so it loops up, and shape the other side of the body to make sure it's circular or round, and kind of press the back of our ghost, the tail, and have it sit up right. So that's what it should look like. And we can set our head onto it like that to make sure the size is good and it's proportional. Let's take our clay, roll our arm into a ball, and roll it out into a snake, and we don't want it that big. Cut a piece out for our thumb. So there's my snake for my arm. Cut it into 2 pieces, and I'm going to taper one side, roll it into a cone to attach it to my body, and get a tiny piece for the thumb. Just roll out a tiny ball, and attaching it onto my finger, taper it off, and get our ghost. Let's take the head off so we can attach the arms, and let's make sure the tail is pointing a little back, and then attaching our arm onto our body. You can roll it out a tiny bit, and you can shape out your finger to how you want it to look. One arm's on, and let's do the other one. Same thing. We want the one side to be tapered, rolling it out a tiny bit, grabbing a tiny ball for the thumb, rolling it into a ball and putting it onto our finger. And shape out our hand. Make sure the shoulder is tapered and attaching it to our body. Putting our head back onto our body to the position that we want, and don't touch the eyes, you'll smush it. So there's my little house so far, and kind of smush it down so he will sit upright for you. And let's make the bow, taking your orange, roll it into a ball and roll it out into a snake. So that's the size of my bow tie right now, and we can just smush it down. Cut off the end to make it square, and you can make your bow however you want. I'm just going to cut out a tiny little triangle, and I'll do that for my other side also. Get it onto my tool carefully. And attaching it to the body. Let's make the other side, grab the other triangle, keeping the shape, if possible. It's so small, and attaching it to our body. So there's my ghost, and I'm going to bake him at 250 degrees for about 25 minutes because he's pretty fat. And I'll come back when I'm done. So this is our ghost, and you can glaze him if you want, but he's a cute little charm. I hope you like him. Thanks for watching.